Hi everyone, Gruntle here, and this is my guide to legendary and unique weapons in Borderlands the pre-sequel. This episode we're looking at the Globber, which is a unique pistol manufactured by Hyperion and similar to the Tinderbox in Borderlands 2. So to get this weapon you need to secure Clapleg at the end of the Eradicate mission, and then you'll be able to get the Globber as a mission reward. Now this will always come in corrosive damage, and if we look up closer to here, it will always be in that green looking skin with the splats all over it due to it being a Globber and corrosive damage. So the red text here says lob those globs, and of course that's because it is a Globber and it's sending out globs of corrosive glob. I'm saying glob way too much. But anyway, we'll look at the parts here. So the barrel is a Dahl barrel, and it's always going to spawn with a Dahl barrel, and that'll give you increased accuracy but will reduce your recoil. It's not a bad thing. It also increases your recoil recovery, or improves your recoil recovery, and it does decrease your damage slightly, but you can't do anything about it because it's the default barrel. Next up is the grip, which is a Jacob's grip that I've put on here, and that's to increase the damage and increase accuracy, but it does reduce the fire rate and increase recoil. But I reckon the increased damage is what we need here. Next is the sight, and that's up there. It's the Hyperion sight, just to match with the body. Just thought that would look the best. It doesn't really change any of the stats at all. And then the attachment, we have it just here. It's the damage attachment, so that's going to increase damage and also increase recoil. So if we look at it here compared to the purple version of a Hyperion pistol with the same parts and everything, you can see that the Globber actually has increased damage compared to the purple. It does have decreased accuracy, fire rate and magazine size, although those aren't particularly decreased except for the fire rate. That's the main concern here. However, the corrode chance is increased twofold, so that's pretty good for this weapon. And of course both of them, sustained fire increases accuracy because they're both Hyperion weapons. Now if we look at how it fires here, we'll show you the shooting of it in it. Oh, of course, Claptrap, he does all these random things when you fire the first bullet out, but the bullet flies in an arc and bounces twice. So if you want to hit their critical spot, you've got to aim just above their head. No, I won't be able to hit it by that. But yeah, it'll bounce twice off surfaces until it hits an enemy, in which case it will stop. But you can see this little glob of corrosive stuff. It actually bounces more than twice. Huh. That's interesting. Bounces a bunch of times. So here, firing it out of the sky, that is the fire rate you can see there. Now, with Claptrap's skills, it starts becoming quite a lot better as well. So it's actually probably going to be a reasonably good weapon. Unfortunately, corrosive damage isn't the greatest in this game, as you probably already know. But yeah, maybe this one will do well. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a good gun or not. We'll see in the gameplay in just a second. But I think probably the best characters to use with it would be Nisha, or probably Claptrap as I've got now, with his elemental damage increases and things like that. So yes, we'll jump over to that gameplay and I'll let you know what I think of the weapon. And here we are back in Overlook with the Globber and Claptrap. I'm using his skill pretty quickly so you don't get to see the weapon right away. But here we are in Fight for Life mode. It seems to be working quite well, at least with this Claptrap build. I believe he has some buffs when he's in Fight for Your Life mode. But anyway, at long range you'll be able to see in a second here, this weapon does suffer because of the arcing bullets. You have to aim a bit higher and you're less likely to hit their critical spot than you are with just a normal firing Dahl, or Hyperion, sorry, weapon. But at close range it seems to be able to hit them pretty reasonably, which is always a good thing. Now just bear in mind these are flesh enemies, so it's not like this weapon is set up to kill flesh enemies quickly. a fire damage weapon or something like that would work a lot better here, but later on we'll get to the armoured enemies, as long as I actually get there, because I keep going down a lot. And you'll see that the damage on armoured enemies is a lot better. Now here I am just terrible at aiming, aiming behind him a bit, and the slow bullet speed actually of the Globber makes it a little difficult to hit the moving targets, but if you compensate a bit then it shouldn't be too bad. Now here we're up against an armoured enemy. And I kill them pretty quickly once I start hitting them, but I also go down because this claptrap build isn't very good, or at least I'm not playing him properly. So I wouldn't take note of the skills, which I'll show in a second. They may not be the best ones with these guns and shields and things. But anyway, if you want to check out the wiki page for this weapon, there'll be a link in the description as always. I'll just say now, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and let me know what you thought in the comment section if you want to. It's been a while since I've said this, so I have to relearn what to say again. But as you can see with these armoured enemies, this weapon is actually just ripping through them, although it might just be Claptrap's skill there. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and an aeroplane is going over right now. How lovely. Anyway, I'll catch you next time, guys.